were out today. I was like,
now we're live.
And of course, the Black Falcon. And I'm like, oh, I want it, but $180.
Space babies.
Yeah.
Oh, look that. We're live.
There we go.
Thursday night. And we're live on YouTube.
We're gonna
That
have
NASCAR car. NASCAR car.
car.
It's cool. It's a Camaro. So I mean, it's nice. It's kind of cool.
What's that Marvel thing there?
That is the new Iron Man and Iron Legion versus
Yeah.
Hydra Soldiers. So.
I wish that was $15
nice.
instead of 20.
Yeah, but I mean, you got 4 figs of it. Yeah, I mean, it would be closer, like for the stuff for
You
like
get-
the battle packs. But
Do you get 4 or 3? Because I saw 3 in the little.
well, there's
small
2
deal.
Iron Legionnaires, a Hydra Trooper, and an Iron Man. So it's 4 figs. I mean, that's
Oh, okay.
So
I didn't
it's
see
kind of.
that. I
I
didn't.
mean,
see
these
that.
are 26 now. I mean, these are up to $26, and so the cars
Yeah.
keep going up too. So it's like, wow, it's like okay, you know, I mean, they are at 300 pieces. So I mean, I guess you'd expect probably about 30. But I mean, the problem is just that they keep
What
going
is-
up and up and up. It's like, you know, we definitely won't be recreating. What's that one movie with Adam Sandler where he gave them all the town people red cars? We had that red one earlier, and then we had another red one. I was like, yeah, you know, hey.
Mr.
You know.
Deeds.
Mr. Deeds, we can, you know,
Yeah.
buy a bunch of these. When these go on sale, I might. That might be kind of something to recreate, you know, buy a boatload of those if they go on sale half off stuff when they go, you know, later on. That'd be kind of something. Because the Ferraris would be pretty cool. That's a neat looking, it's a neat looking car. I might build that tomorrow night. I might build this one tonight.
There
This
you
is more of the and then I bought something because we did sort our parts on Sunday. Actually, that was the quickest lugboat sort I think I've ever been on. We had 20 some people. Nobody sorted more than 4 elements. My first element took me a long time because I went and got batteries and power cords, but which we don't think we used any of them. But then one of the guys, like the Meyer stores, has been like selling stuff, so he got me the cut cat for like
I like that guy.
25,
Like
$20, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Little owl face.
But yeah, you guys, you know, I mean, and then of course, Jordan, the big space guy from Milwaukee, he had figs with him, so I made sure I got myself some more of is it Krug, the one from Marvel? Is it Krug? I think is it this guy? Bought a bunch of him because this is my D&D character. This is Prontero. I am Prontero, so I bought a few of him and a couple of the. A couple other characters, and then some like a couple giraffes. And one of the moms was there, and she's like, and her kids there is like, and I said, did you buy a giraffe because your son wanted one? And she's like, no, we didn't do that. But he looked like he really wanted the giraffe, and it was a bag of 2 for like 24. I was like, here you go, here's a giraffe. And so she sent me a picture on Discord later on saying, look, he already gave the giraffe. You gave him a home. That was awfully nice of you. But here's my main part for this year. Yes, that is trans purple, guys. Go figure.
Oh, snap. Trans purple.
It's a nice window piece.
Ooh. Oh, you got the panel one.
The panel one, yep. 400 of these bad boys.
That'd be good for windows, right?
Yeah, that, and then this was probably an expensive part. The flex tubes.
Oh, you got them in brown.
The brown, yeah. Weeping willow trees for the you know, underground ice bear lair that never gets seen on really cool walkthrough videos.
You're gonna have to do one of those. Was it the white tree with the red leaves from Game of Thrones?
We had this brick on there. We had this one, the 1 by 2 by 2. I just didn't like the fact that studs were on both sides. I joke. I says, you know, maybe I should have got more of these and just taken sandpaper and sanded up both sides. I was like, I'm like, what? If I don't need studs on both sides, I mean, I guess I could put them in the walls of the castle or just do something on the inside. So did about 100 of those. That was kind of a good piece.
Brett, are you on fire? I just saw a big wad of smoke go. Whee!
And then I did the 1 by, and this is probably the second most parts, and it's in just a small bag. The 1 by 1 round and clear, but with the hole in it, you know, the hole in the middle. So
there you go.
So, and then of course, you know, we got this element. This will be interesting to see if everybody finds a good use for this one. This is that new curved beam.
Yeah.
So it's got the
Super.
Technic axle on one end and then just the post on the other one. I mean, if they can do this in clear, I'm wondering when we're going to get like the Technic axle or the Technic pin in clear.
Yeah, I like that.
would be-
Was it superhero style?
Yeah, so that one will be interesting to use. And then, this was the clear. We had a bunch of translucent elements this year. We had the little bigger or the bigger noodle. So this is the three noodles. So this is kind of cool. So that was kind of a good piece. Oh, this one probably was a pricey one. This one, so the jail section of the next castle is gonna be a pretty classy joint because I got, is it 50 of these bad boys? 50 of these guys. 50 of these nice chain link for the one by 6x5 like frames. These are pretty cool. And a flat silver.
Okay.
Those are cool. You could even use those for like the floor,
For what?
the floor of a
Yeah,
dungeon
yeah,
or something like that.
Could, I mean, I'll have to see if I can actually get. Actually, I probably should see if I can just do even like like a stud underneath it type kind of thing. So you do like you could actually use like a translucent and actually make like a nice textured floor underneath, or like you said, in a wall might be good for doing what do you call it, like the stained glass windows type thing, maybe
There you go.
without having to use a lot of the like the 2x2 plates for the turntables or type thing or whatever we use for those. I mean, you can do a lot more on this. This is going to be, you're talking some pretty good size, a lot of stuff there. So other than that, limbs, some like wedges, the dark red limbs. I mean, literally, this is probably the smallest units. I think I had 30 different elements. Remember, we get like 80 choices. I mean, I had 30. I had some of these, like some pink of the pink little flowers. So my weeping willows will have some nice stylish colors instead of green. Some light blue. The white little like little flower that you could use for like a tall grass.
Nice.
These the new ones, the new kind of curved like
Was it the fern piece?
like a fern, yeah. This is kind of cool. There's about 150 of these, so it's actually, I guess you could do it like this. So
Nice.
unless you use it for the trees and you build upside down, that might have been why I did it. It was like and that's what's so funny is somebody was like in our group was like, can we get like a note section by our parts so we can say what we were going to use these for. So when it comes time, because everybody looks at it, they open their box, they're like, what was I going to do with this? What was I going to do with that? Oh my God, why did I order that? You're like, oh, these were cool. So hey, the ice bears will have some butterflies to play with now. So we get some butterflies.
There you go.
And those were anything animal stuff is always a little pricey, no matter how you get it. So I think I got like 25 of them. There's a few of these I think I need to still kind of. I was counting them to verify. Now my friend, one of my fellow lug members, got a boatload of these, and I did not. The 1x2x5 in like a frosted blue. So he got a ton of these. I mean, he probably got as many of these in this as I got in the purple windows. I mean, I have a bunch of these in clear and like the old, like the trans blue, just the standard ones. And so I was like, yeah, it's frosted. I could maybe use it. But the bigger the part, the more expensive it is. So that's probably why I only have 30 different parts. I mean, we have, each group just picked so many good parts. I mean, you can't make logical decisions. I mean, you're playing with the numbers for forever.
The only reason why I got 30 different women, is only logical.
What's up, Mike?
And then we have this one.
Yeah.
This is a good piece for macro. This is a good piece too, for water. This is a newer piece, that 1x2 curved slope. But of course, just like all these curved slopes, why they design a slope like that with no edge, no way to get underneath it? I don't think this one has it. It's hard to tell. I can't see. No, use like the tiles have that lip. These suckers are impossible to get off. I mean, absolutely impossible to get off. And I got tons of white ones I use. I got to hope you put them on the plate so that you can get them off. Otherwise, you'll never get them off, ever. They'll be like a permanent fixture on your base plate forever.
We're in the hands of engineers. Watch out, folks.
Oh, we had these guys. So I think I got these in the light green and the standard green. A little fern piece. Or another fern piece, I guess, type thing. I do a lot of greenery. I just don't build enough greenery. So I'm gonna have to build some into some of these icy castles, I guess. But, that's pretty much that. Other than the 9 boxes of pick-a-brick I got between Chicago and Vegas, I still gotta go through and put those somewhere. I mean, that's kind of the craziness. So. I have to play. I'm gonna have to bring some of my. I'm gonna hunt for my 1x1 route, my 1x1 plates to really play with these lattices, how well they'll work for. They won't fit on the end, but they'll fit where the bigger holes are at. But the problem is you still got a plate behind there, so you got to figure out how to best effectively use it. I have to do round plates. I do happen to have some of those, so let me see if that'll work.
Oh, good Lord, I dropped a piece.
Oh, yeah, so you won't be able to do that either. You have to pick and choose how you really use. Because even the round ones with their lip, I mean, you're only going to be able to use so many parts. You have to pick and choose. You won't be able to put them right next to each other. Interesting.
That's the worst when you can't put them right next to each other. Like, good Lord.
There's always, what you need to do, Zizu, you need to have, everybody needs to make a rainbow portal. And if you're at a show, just gotta make sure you're at a show. It doesn't have to be a show where I'm at. Just make sure to say, hey, Reed, we got a show this weekend. You need to have the ice bears set up somewhere in your storage, and make sure you have a rainbow portal, and just make sure you guys are coming in and stealing all the icy snacks from like the roller disco or something, and then just say, hey, well, no, there's this guy. He's got this ice castle, and that's where he went to visit. That's where the guys visited from. Grabbed the icy snacks, and now they're using those to corrupt the guards at this castle.
That's a good idea. And then anyone, anywhere that has a mock could have like the little portal, like you said, 2 or 3 of the ice bears sneaking through to do some scouting, and then link them all together that way.
And that's the rainbow portal wasn't even my design. I always thought the portals would be kind of cool, but somebody had a rainbow, and basically I built the rainbow portal with like the 5 or 6 different colors. I think they make that locking hinge. I think they make one in yellow and maybe red. But I don't think they have them in some of the other colors. You probably would need them near the center of the rainbow, but they'll still kind of, it's like a 5-section one. I should see if I can find a picture somewhere, but I use the gold chains that we had on the walls, and I'll actually hang the gold chains because it's gold, which is part of where you would find a pot of gold, the rainbow, but you tell people if there's not a pot of gold at the rainbow, it's a portal. So you think you're going to get a pot of gold, but you're actually opening a door to another realm or dimension. And you're like, what's on the other side? So
you're still coming in hot like a fajita.
You betcha. What are you building? What are you building there?
Transporter. I'm honestly just looking for that hot rod car. That's it. That's all I want to build. I just want to build that new hot rod. That's it. Nothing else.
Which new hot rod?
From that transporter.
Oh, okay.
Translucent set.
Get some rest, Cliffy.
That one right there. Good Lord.
I saw the new crane today. I was at Target. They had the new crane. They had the new jungle sets, and actually the helicopter with the new gorillas. That actually is rather decently priced. I think it's like I want to say maybe it was $100, but it was like 881 pieces. So it's close to that 10-cent threshold we always like to see. Oh, but you know what made me laugh? Is I was like, God, I love this Disney. I love this dragon. This is just so classic. I look at this. Here, I'll do it to this camera. I look at the dragon. I'm like, wow, that looks like a hot dog in dragon form. You look at how stretched out that back is on that dragon. Are you kidding me? I was literally like, I'm gonna buy it. Oh, that dragon looks sick.
That's a Brick World mock right there. A hot dog dragon in dragon form. That's epic.
It's a hot dragon.
I can picture it right now in my mind.
Hot doggo dragon.
Hot dog dragon.
Dog dragon. Yeah. Fire.
Oh, Wolf is right. Wolf.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, when you look at the box, I mean, you just look at the box of the dragon, and it's just. I was like, wow, is that like a huge like 2x16 plate on that thing? I was like, so I like at the back, and I'm like, oh wow, that is like elongated dragon. Because I mean that we saw that like in the pictures, which you really couldn't see in the pictures. You know, you were seeing all over the internet. And I see it in person. I'm like, $70 for that dragon. I might wait until somebody wants to part out the set and buy the dragon. But I did see there's a new Disney Plus 4+ set, and it has a trans pink rock piece. I was like, ooh, might have to build some funky colored ice for my stuff.
Nice, more epic clear.
Yeah, and then one of the elves set, of course, upside down. I didn't realize it. It's got a new printed mandolin, and like lavender. It looks like. Yeah, don't trust Reed to do it. Oh, and then of course the new Elsa's ice castle that Boone helped design. Looks pretty cool. I mean, it's another Elsa's ice castle. So, $100 for 630 pieces. It'll be interesting to see what kind of new maybe translucent elements and blue are in there. But I mean, it's not bad. It's okay. It looks kind of cool. But also I already have a couple of them. So there we go. Oh shoot, did it and then I took it away. There's that new crane. So the crane looked cool. And the crane's got a decent price point. I'm like, that's pretty neat.
That train looks sick.
Get some rest, Cliffy.
55 for 633 pieces, so it falls within that thing. But then again, it's not licensed. Have the double-decker bus. What else is in there?
Yo, Cliff, yo,
Cliff. Oh yeah, so here. It had those new the new ones, and the helicopter was. It's $100 for 881 pieces. It has two gorillas and a baby gorilla. But I mean, even one of the smaller sets had like the plane kit for 23 had two olive green crocs, and the baby croc. And so I mean,
how much for the set that had the two green crocs?
It's like a smaller set. It's like $23, $23. I mean, provide that to right where it's supposed to be, and then yeah, so it's only got 177 parts, but you got two olive green full size crocs, and then a baby green croc.
Nice.
And a plane.
When it goes on sale,
You get a float plane, so it's not just a normal plane. You get a float plane.
Yeah, I want the animals like the red panda that's in the smaller set, and
I like float planes. That sounds like me in life in general.
Oh, actually, I guess I could have bought the monster truck. I was looking at it and then I forgot about it when I was looking at the other stuff. So the new monster truck for like $16. It looks like it's got some decent tires on it. They kind of looks pretty cool. I don't know. I mean, there's just so many decent sets. It's like I just can't seem to just make up my mind. Yeah. Well, and then
I agree with you on that. There's a lot of crazy good sets coming out since January, to be honest, like 2024.
This just it wouldn't have that crazy price tag on that Falcon. $180. I'm like, oh my god, $180 for I guess it's about 1,600 parts. I mean, it's not bad. It's
not bad, but it still makes you broke. But I'm not like the poor buy broke. I'm like upscale broke. I'm like broke.
Well, I mean,
I'm not just like standard broke. I'm like rich scale broke. I can still go out for like my broke. Broke.
I mean, we get some decent figures. You get your Darth Jar Jar. I mean, there goes, you put him out on a battlefield, and okay, so he's not going to lose his head, I guess. Hopefully he knows how to use his own lightsaber. I mean, so you got, Jedi Vader. So kind of cool. It's neat. It's a neat idea, and it's just like, man, I just wish
Money grab.
I wish there was more. I wish I had more.
Is it just me, or do I feel like Jar Jar Binks is like the entry to the no means no movement? Like Jar Jar's a special kind of character, but it's no means no Jar Jar. Come on.
No means no. You don't get to talk. No, don't talk. No. I don't know. It just seems like everybody just Jar Jar, like everybody's like it's anti Jar Jar. It's like, well, with Darth Jar Jar, if you go anti Jar Jar, you will be feeling you'll be like,
I want Jedi Bob. All right, that's the only one I cared about.
yeah,
Bob
Jar Jar will no longer be the butt of bad jokes unless you.
Come on now. You got. Was it Finn? I'd rather take Jar Jar over the Finn guy. So.
Whoa. Are we allowed to cross that threshold right
He
now?
only has like a couple lines in there. He just keeps screaming, "Yay!" That's pretty much his one word. He screams the entire 3 movies.
I ain't say nothing against Finn. I know I'll get canceled.
Cancel.
We'll be part of the cancel culture.
Bring it on.
It's canceled.
Finn, you my favorite.
Oh, there's that.
I don't know if I go that far, but
Gotta have something for the Star Wars people to rant about.
Okay, you my second favorite.
I figure Lego's just running out of ideas, so let's recirculate. Same set we've had so many times, but let's change its colors. Oh boy. We're going to change the colors, and we might well throw some pigs in there that someone's really going to want, so we can charge an outrageous shit ton of money for it.
Epic.
yeah, it'll be interesting to see how expensive those figs actually become. I guess they're an expensive set, so.
Don't worry, collectors.
But hey, if they were really, if the Star Wars designers were really good, they would have given us a translucent Falcon. So with some cross universe, with a cross universe Wonder Woman in there, yeah, Wonder Vader. There you
go. Or they wouldn't just do employee Christmas theme. The employees getting a candy cane X-wing. To give us a Candy King Millennium Falcon.
That would be kind of cool. You're right. Nice. Yeah. Well, Santa. Yeah. Santa Vader or Santa Luke gets to, ride in his, Santa Solo. Have we had a Santa Solo? Maybe we haven't. Maybe they're saving that for the most epic time to do it. Can't remember if we've had. I know we've had Santa Yoda, Santa Chewbacca. I think Santa Darth.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas sweater Luke.
Yeah.
C-3PO Santa.
Yeah. So maybe we have it. Maybe they're saving that really sweet candy caned Falcon for one of these years where they can where they need to have where they'll have Santa Solo and in like in the Star Wars calendar. There you go.
I agree. They're really saving that candy cane Falcon for a dip in the economy.
Then, when there's an uptick, they need an uptick because they want it to be sold out from day one, and then as soon as it's refilled, they need it sold out again. And they're sold out again, so it's never really ever in stock. It's always sold out.
Like
there you go. We keep giving them all these great ideas. When are they going to tell us?
That's how they control the market.
Maybe that's what we need to design, except unfortunately the license. We need to come up with some kind of a spaceship that is in one of the universes that Lego doesn't do and make it candy cane. And say, here, see how easy it would be to just take this idea and just take it over to like the Falcon.
Take this idea and not do it.
Everyone should find a way just to boycott their calendars one year, and we all build the same UCS Candy Cane Falcon or TIE Fighter or X-Wing or whatever it is.
It has all basic. I looked up the pieces because I wanted to build it, and it has all basic pieces. There's nothing special in it, so you can build it.
For the X-Wing?
Yeah.
Nice. Hey, you know what? That's good to know. I might try that this year. I might build a candy cane Christmas Star Wars layout.
You're going to Candy Cane Mountain, Charlie.
Yeah.
Yay!
We got the candy cane Moss Isley Christmas Lane.
Get all the Christmas themed Star Wars sets. Just redo them all in Christmas theme, right?
I feel that'd be expensive buying all like the calendar sweaters and all that crap.
Well, just so you know, because I was in charge of the yard sale at Chicago, and the old manager of the Woodfield store, she was there. I mean, I can't think of her name to save my life right now, but she was there, and she was actually selling all her employee old gifts, and she had that X-Wing. I mean, I remember what the price tag was on it. It did end up selling. I do know that. Somebody did end up buying it.
Was that the yard sale this year, Reed, or was that the yard sale last year when you kicked me out, Reed? My bad.
No, this year. Okay. Yeah, no, she came this year because I think she just got let go or quit. She just quit just recently, so she had all her old employee sets. I mean, she actually didn't come in because she's like, you know what? I'm gonna end up talking to people. Can my husband, because I think she had, maybe her and maybe her husband or her kid had bought a ticket for the yard sale. So can my husband go in my place? I said, sure. Because I'm going to end up talking to people. So it doesn't make any sense for me to go in. I'll just wait and just, and so she did. I mean, that's fine. I mean, I've heard of other more less scrupulous things that had happened at the auction. Because somebody actually broadcast that they did exactly what they weren't supposed to do. They went against the guidelines that I set as the coordinator. I was like, oh, so basically by streaming on YouTube and you're telling me you didn't actually follow the rules, thank you. And you also highlighted about your spot where you're at. So now I know who actually helped you not obey the rules. So thank you. Appreciate that. More stuff for I get to be more Darth Vader next year. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Exactly.
Appreciate that. It'll be so awesome. Somebody be like, what happened to my spot? How come I know my spot? I says, well, you disobeyed the rules the year before, so how can I assume you're going to follow the rules this year?
Then you're going to go set up in the parking lot.
Well, it sounds like that happened, and that's not me. That'll be up to the convention center and security and all that stuff. I'm only concerned about the hall. It's one of those things where it's going to happen anyways, and you're guaranteed that stuff kind of happens anyways. People even walking. If you're walking from your hotel room, people could be. If people wanted, I guess they could just stand anywhere and wait for people to walk. It's not like, you might be late getting in the hall. If you spend too much time not getting into the hall.
Story of my life.
Kind of one of those things where that's kind of the interesting thing is it's just, it's getting better. I better not do that because that will give away. I was going to say something. I was like, nah, that'll give away the video like in a heartbeat because someone will know that. So they did say something. And I'm like, really? Okay, that's interesting. I got a chuckle out of that. And the minute the first thing he said out of his mouth was like, oh, okay. That's even funnier.
Yeah, don't give away a sneak peek to next year. I need some Secret Service access. You know what I mean?
In the end, it only can kind of really get better. The thing is, though, just like anything else, it is kind of a tight room. I think I need to let everybody know, make sure that they do kind of walk the cross aisles. Somebody asked, well, can we do vertical? I said, well, the thing is, though, the room is longer than it is wide. So if I do more narrow stuff, it gets, you're even tighter this way. I did cross aisles this year, added, I think, 4 to 8 tables going this way. It's just people have to remember they can walk, they can weave through that. They didn't do that. They kind of sloppy maybe just did the loop, and they didn't kind of realize that there were other vendors kind of crossed in there that, so it's kind of those things where it and the entry point was just to kind of keep it from being an absolute madhouse at the beginning. Were there, deals? I don't know. That's what made me kind of brought it up was somebody was making it sound like they actually were not sitting at their table like they were supposed to, and they were kind of doing what they weren't supposed to be doing and trying to maybe make deals ahead of time. I said, well, if there's things you're looking for, basically talk. I mean, this happens like Saturday. Just kind of. I mean, there's a Brickworld Discord, and there's stuff. Just kind of start saying, hey, hey, I'm this so and so. I'm looking for this kind of stuff. Hey, when you get there, just look for me. I'll be somewhere.
A-Falls from buying set. Are you crazy?
Oh yeah, once that mafia mentality breaks out, you got that man on a hunt, dude. He will push you down if he's looking for a minifigure.
Slice and dice, push gold ladies out of the way.
Well, it'll be interesting to see because they filled a frickin' van for Brick Fair, so it'll be interesting to see how well it went this year because that's this weekend. So I'm sure we'll hear stories about how good or bad it went and whether or not they get shut down in the parking lot again. Keep passing them, it'll be interesting to see how well it goes. I mean, it looked like, and then he was even still buying stuff before he went. So Reed had too much caffeine. Reed had or has or is or drinking.
I love caffeine. Give me some
I've been playing this. I've been playing this nice strategy game lately. That's probably why I've skipped some streams lately, other than my own. Plus, I played D&D this last weekend, so I'm psyched up and got Brontero got to kill stuff. So it's kind of
hit it in the face.
So, but I play a really old game. It's called Conquest of the New World. Basically, I'm playing like Columbus and stuff. Actually, I'm playing Great Britain right now. Brett laughed because I'm actually playing the UK, but I'm actually like when I raid villages. I think I raided the village like at 98%. So basically, pretty much destroyed the village even just by raiding it, not even trying to capture it. And so it's fun. I'm not doing that. I'm playing World of Warships, blowing up ships. And
that sounded like the Lego website and me with the gray goat shop at home. I just raided the website, nothing special. Just came in there and I just raided the website for all their goats. And nothing serious here to see. Just came in there and just tapped it like it was hot. Just got in, got out.
Well, seeing some of those new sets that I saw on the shelf, I'm gonna have to go look and see if some of those parts are showing up in the Pick-a-Brick and how much they're going for.
Oh, those new sets.
The goats. No, I mean, I probably want to get some. I actually have a Lego gift card somewhere. I should actually probably spend. I could probably get $50, $75 for the goats. I don't know what I'd do with that many goats, but
Well, it's a good thing them new set. I tell you, it's a good thing a punch in the face doesn't have a monetary value, or I'd have all the new sets.
Who's punching you in the face that you would actually get money for that?
I don't know, but I wish I could accept it for monetary value because I would have all
people
the
could
new
pay
sets.
him to go punch other people in the face.
Oh, I'd be Lego wealthy out the yin yang if that was the case. I tell you.
Well, it's more valuable in gold. I mean, why are you even buying it? Come on, just do what all these other people want to do. They just want to take it.
Acro just knocks on the door, saying, just takes a picture, make sure it's the right person. Hold us still. All right, thank you, sir.
I know. I've been throwing myself in front of cop cars downtown looking for a lawsuit. Get some free cash over here.
Oh my goodness.
How do you afford your Lego?
Don't be giving our viewers any bad ideas now. Come on. Don't be giving viewers bad ideas now.
I mean, my great ideas, I don't like to look at them as bad ideas, but if they're taken in the wrong context, I guess they could be. A bad idea. I agree. But out of the gate, they are a great idea. I'm telling you.
I mean, in the end, you just can't really buy everything these days unless you are ultra wealthy. And I haven't hit the lottery for 200 or 300 million, so I know I can't afford them all. I want to buy all the current city sets. I'm kind of wishing I almost should see if I can just trade all the old ones I don't really like as much for some of the new ones.
I can just think of some of the old sets that I would like to build, and it definitely goes. You can't win everything. You can't have everything, because some of the old sets, like even Lord of the Rings, we got Seven Dwarfs. Like, dude, I'm already like $2,000 in the hole.
Yeah,
I haven't even spent any money. How am I in debt already? That's my question.
I'm behind. I still haven't got the
Exactly.
market or the
How?
what was the new one? The other one too. The other new castle one too. I can't keep up. Oh,
Like,
the
I
D&D
already
set.
owe Lego
I'm playing
money.
D&D and I should have that set, and I don't have it yet. I looked at it when I was in Chicago. I'm like, I want it.
Too
Just need to
much.
sell more of my
still-
Lego, I guess.
I still
I
have
already
them.
owe Lego money, and I haven't even bought their last year's wave yet. I don't even know.
I still haven't got the new
I've
model.
worked this out.
I
I've
just
worked
ride
this out. I
past for
spoke to
Lego.
Tommy Lee and
Apparently.
said, Dad, I want another train. I said, mate, I can't afford it.
Tommy's got to go
He said,
start
"What are you
earning his
gonna
own
do,
money
Dad?"
to get more
I said,
trains.
"Listen,
I can't afford it, but
Well,
I
I
heard
said,
that
if I-
Walmart's not
I'll
allowed
buy
to
a
stop
3D
you at the
printer,
door.
Reed, and then copy him."
Yeah, I think they have a policy that they can't,
See, get a 3D printer, copy him, and then sell him off. Well, copies anyway. Right?
Yes, sir, Brett. Get a freebie. You're not allowed to stop you at the door. Just smash and grab.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I know they're not. I know they don't want to stop you. You know, if you maybe have spent too much money, they're definitely going to say, "Sir, you have spent too much money on Lego. I really think you should put some of that back. You know, and maybe buy some food and stuff." They're definitely not going to tell you that. You know,
Isn't it funny though how if the bar overserves you, they kick you out? How come you don't get kicked out when you spend too much at the Lego store? Like, sir, you spent $400 today already. You're done. You need to go home.
oh, now you know what we need to create a shirt. We need to have
That's
Hank
right.
create a shirt for that.
the
The
employees.
Lego store spending police. If you
The-
spend too much, or if
You've
the
been
wife thinks you spend
overserved.
too much, the wife can flag us down, and we will make sure we restrain you from grabbing more stuff off the shelves.
Yeah, you've been overbricked, my friend. You're out. You're
I
out.
was buying a bunch of Pickford cups, and the store manager at the time, she looked at me. She's like, "I think you bought enough for today." I'm like, "No, I need all the cups, all the cups." I had them all lined up in the back, and she cut me off.
Haley, did you drop the line? None. I need to leave none for the kids.
No masonry for the
In the
kids.
UK at the
No
moment,
masonry bricks
guys,
for the kids.
Hey, they can go get
McDonald's,
jobs, and
the franchise, is struggling.
they can get paper routes and get their own money.
Oh,
100%.
you want to talk paper routes? I don't know who does it around here. I was like, why do I hear like a car like speeding? A car came down the street and the newspaper flew out the window and hit the driveway. I'm like, okay. I mean, obviously they charge an arm and leg for papers, but they must not make very much money doing it because or there's not many people on the street because he came flying by at 25, 30 miles an hour. Just whoop. I'm like, what is that guy? Oh, and then I hear the paper hitting the concrete. I'm like, oh, that's who that is. Okay. I was like, wow, he's flying down the street. I was like, better hope he doesn't see a deer or a raccoon. He's going in someone's front yard.
Yeah, there's a guy in a minivan that drives, and he has the window. He has all his windows open, so he has a whole. He took out the back seats of his minivan. It's all filled up with paper. It's like low rider going through the neighborhood. I think now they cut down a bit because now.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not kids riding bicycles anymore. I'll tell you that. I mean, those days I think are done. I mean, newspapers are kind of on the way out. I mean, it really is. But
There's this one kid. There's this one kid in the neighborhood that he'll go around and he'll you pay him like $5 a month or something to roll your trash cans down to your curb.
nice.
So he goes up and down the street rolling everyone's trash cans out on trash day.
What a
Dude,
nice
I would do that for $5 a house. Are you kidding me?
So it's like he just wakes up twice a week to do that, and then when he comes home off the bus, he rolls up everyone's trash can.
This guy's making like $5 a day just rolling your shit down the driveway. Good Lord.
Yeah.
Good
So
Lord.
So I think
I love lazy people.
Yeah, he's like 9 or 10 or something. But,
I mean, it makes sense to do that, you know.
well, it makes shit. Makes sense, especially for people that tend to forget when trash day is.
Yeah.
Or
Oh yeah, I had these two. I had the dual urns, and then I had these guys. I ordered some of these guys, the new kind of.
that's good. It's like,
I'm gonna have to do some. I'm gonna have to do some man-eating plants or something. I think here.
Kind of a small ass car shit.
little
Crazy.
entrepreneurs out there, but
Yeah, not a hard task, but if you're willing to capitalize on someone else's laziness or wrongdoings, all the power to you, dude. I always told myself. I told my grandmother, because she's always like, "What are you gonna do when there's a recession?" This was years before COVID. I was like, "Grandma, I'll tell you what. I don't have to worry because I'm willing to pick up dog crap." And she's like, "You're gonna make good in the world." I was like, "Yeah, one piece of dog crap at a time. No problem.
it's a shitty
I'll pick up
world.
garbage,
Yeah.
pop cans. I don't care. I will collect 5 cents at a time. No issues."
So you'll be like the movie Captain America. You'll be like little Timmy, collecting scrap iron for the war effort.
Oh yeah, I'm stripping electrical wires day in, day out.
Good job, Timmy.
Good job,
that.
Timmy.
Come on, oh the movie.
You're changing the world. Insider tip: Timmy's not actually making a difference, but you know what? At least he's eating tonight.
Oh, he is. Okay.
That's what happens when you collect pop cans. You're eating tonight.
He's like, so down here, there's no place for you to really recycle your pop cans and your bottles and whatnot. They don't do that down here.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Everything
So what
goes,
do? You just throw all your beer cans in the garbage?
that's pretty much where it's going anyways. But yeah, like we have the recycling, but you don't get like, money back.
You get 10 cents back a can?
No, we don't. I don't think we do either here. I mean, I don't pay by the pound. They pay by the pound. I think now nobody pays by the can. They pay by the pound now.
Where's the initiative? Holy cow!
Yeah. They don't do that.
How the homeless make money down there then?
Yeah, they go stand on the curb.
Holy cow! That's
Give me money.
lazy.
They go down here. They're either downtown or they're over by the malls.
Beer cans up here, 10 cents, 5 cents for pop cans. I don't know how they tell the difference when you wash all the paint off in the river anyways, but, they do. And that's how it goes. And if it's over a liter, plastic or glass, you get 25 cents instead of 10 cents.
Brick Blaze in the chat.
Homeless hit up the schools, all the elementary schools, because all the kids, they throw their juice boxes away. That's 5 cents a juice box right there.
Yep. Nope.
I don't know what they put in them juice boxes. I don't think them juice boxes are lined with the same
Gold
materials as my catalytic converter that they're constantly trying to cut out of my truck. But they're after them juice boxes like they're after my catalytic converter. I'll tell you that.
They're gonna have to use a different mineral for that. That's just crazy. They're still using something that everybody wants to cut out. That's too valuable.
No,
this one too.
Those new GMC trucks. I guess there's something with them that the people can hack the computer, so they're really popular right now, being stolen everywhere.
Oh, like the Ford trucks where you could use a pop can for a key. Everyone was stealing the Ford trucks back in the day because they were so easy to jack up. Same thing.
I just remember because it was a news reporting that I guess someone stumbled upon where they were hiding them all, hiding a bunch of them.
That's crazy.
They're all the same type.
All the technology in the world, and all they have to use is like a TV remote to copy your signal to steal your truck. Right on. I appreciate it.
Oh,
Thanks, Dodge. Thanks for the
yes.
security value that I paid for my 2014 truck.
Was it there was a Tesla? There was a Tesla in a grocery store parking lot that started driving itself, but ended up getting stuck. It couldn't It was like going down the aisles of all the cars, and it ended up stopping, and it couldn't move anywhere, and they were trying to figure out what it was doing, but the people were looking at it, and they were like, "There's no one in there," so the sucker's driving through the parking lot by itself.
It probably stopped at like the harbor for some random reason. No one could explain it. It was just stuck at the harbor waiting for a boat.
No,
We don't know why.
No, the
We don't
Tesla
know.
was dropping its owner into the brink. Was getting rid of the owner. It was like, hey, I can survive on my own. I don't need this guy anymore.
Like that
Don't
episode of
need
The
you
Office.
to charge me
where-
up.
It was the episode of The Office where the GPS is telling him to turn right, but it's into a lake. But he starts turning into the lake. He said, "But the GPS told me to do it."
Those are the
What
best
the
ones,
Teslas are
especially
doing.
when the driver mistakes Siri for Alexa. Those are the best. I like that.
Oh yeah, the Tesla was like, "Screw you! I got AI on my side. Alexa will tell me where to go. I don't need an owner. I don't need to recharge on your dime. Alexa will tell me what's up."
Oh, look at this.
Shazam!
They're just rogue Tesla cars out there. They're now, if they can only figure out how to recharge themselves, they'd be good to go.
I can't wait till every single car is on this automated system, and then they have a meltdown like Bell or Rogers, or all these cars start crashing into each other. You know, I was already jumping into expensive looking cars suing the driver. I can't wait till everything's on Google's dime, bro.
Was it,
I'll be jumping into front of cars in front
Is
of
it
Google
not?
all day long.
was it Domino's or something that has the self-driver?
That's what it's going to look like, dominoes. I'm going to be dropping like dominoes. They're going to hit my knees, my ankles, and be falling over left, right, and center.
You talk about just crazy. Yeah.
Well, they have the trucks they're testing in the Southwest, but it's kind of, I mean, those you're going to have to almost have somebody still in there to fuel them up. I mean,
That's a good point, Haley. I should go look at Domino's. I think they got the self-driving cars. I should go jump in
I think-
front of some of them SOBs, shouldn't I?
I think it's Domino's that has it.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to jump in front of them cars.
Well, even
Domino's ran me over. Dude, they didn't even care. They hit me like I owed them money. It just ran me down like a red-headed stepchild. Can I say that? Am I allowed to say that here?
probably not.
Well, it was true.
Or you mean it could be true? Is what you're saying?
No, it was. In my mind.
I know you were a redhead.
As red as it gets.
Oh, see, that's weird too, man. It like I was doing car maintenance on my truck, and it sucks because I can't do anything on it because it's like everything requires the stupid computer to do anything.
Covered in plastic.
I'm not a fan of that new where you just have to have the fob close to the car. You don't
Oh,
have to insert it.
no.
I mean, that kind of sucks.
I've heard so many horror stories where someone forgets it on their counter, but they drive to the mall and then they realize they forgot it on their counter and they can't turn their car off because they knew they forgot it. You know, it just seems like a horror story waiting to happen. Dude, a key keeps you accountable. You lock yourself out, you can't start your car, you forget it, you lose it. A key holds you 100% accountable.
Well, the thing is, though, too, is if you can start it like close enough at the house, and then you go get somewhere, and you're right, and you still need to restart it, and you started it without it, or because it was just close. You're right. Then you're kind of
Exactly. There's no accountability. A key fob in your pocket allows you room to screw up as a human being. It says, "Welcome. We accept that you're flawed," and that's not acceptable.
Macro, you can buy key fobs on Facebook Marketplace, brother.
Well,
Facebook
Not if your car's
Marketplace,
already
you can buy key
running, you
fobs
can.
and say
You
you
know?
can
well, it makes me curious that okay, if you need the key fob in your, if you have it like Blaze said that it's in your pocket, you can start the car. But what if you have the car started, you get out and walk away with the fob? Will it turn the car off?
No, that's what I mean. People drive to the mall and they can't turn their car off, or else they're stuck and they have to call the wife to bring them the key. there's people who've screwed up the exact same scenario, Haley, and they're hooped. They're hooped. That's what I'm saying. It leaves zero accountability for human error.
Well,
Or if you have a key to your house or to your car, if you lock yourself out, you lock yourself out. That's your problem. But when you have a key fob, it means, are you locked out? Are you locked in? Do you have access? Don't you have access? We don't know because we're too stupid to hold ourselves accountable.
Well, I guess if you don't, as long as you don't have a keyless entry into your house where you have your house keys attached to the car key in the fob, so you know when you leave the house, you have to have the key fob with you because that's the house keys.
They probably do. So when they drive away and their car's running and the keys are on the counter, they probably are driving away with their house unlocked. Hey, those are the people we're looking for at the mall.
Now, mine, if I leave my key fob in the kitchen, that's the closest like part of the house to my car. It's too far away to like even open the doors. But if someone else was driving the car and I got out of the car and I have the key fob on me, that could be a problem. They go to the grocery and then turn it off, wouldn't be able to start it back up.
If they drop you off somewhere, but they keep going and they like,
Yeah, I hadn't even thought about that. I don't know what would happen in that case.
Well, there you go. Zizou has access to technology where my vehicles don't do that. So I guess Zizou, let's say you ran in your garage real quick, your car was running, you threw your keys on a shelf. You could potentially drive to the mall with your car running, forget your key. Yeah. See, that's my worry, dude. That's me. Dude, I'm a head case. That's me right there.
Yeah, I think you're right. I hadn't even thought about that.
That would happen to me.
I mean, shoot, I lose my phone more times than I can count in a week. So,
dude, I lost my mind more times than I could count in a week. You kidding me?
I have to send them messages on Instagram to call my phone because I can't find my phone.
I had to remind myself to put new underwear on this morning. You kidding me? What?
I was going to say the other thing too is I don't think you can lock your. I don't think you're supposed to be able to lock your car with the key fob in it. I think that's part of it, but I don't know. I don't have one of those, so I mean, I probably could lock things in my car.
Sometimes technology gets a little much that sometimes it's almost a hindrance than it is progressive. I tell you. Oh, I love 6 stud wide cars. I can't, man. That makes me so happy. 6 stud wide. Thank you.
Not me. I like the more realistic 8 wide myself.
I do for myself. I do I want to do a mock.
Somebody built a like the semi with the wide enough for the internal 8 wide cars, which I thought was pretty cool. It's been on post on Facebook a couple times. I thought that was kind of neat. Not like the one that you're building, a car carrier like that, but like an actual like semi, like the new Lego truck.
Yeah, I love those. And like the modular that holds like the 8 stud wide car part. I want to do a magnet under the track, and I want to do like an IndyCar race, I tell you. Even if I have to buy extra sets, change out the colors and stickers, but to have like a whole magnet under a whole bunch of track and all these Indy cars just racing around, you could even make them crash and crash.
What's funny is it'd be nice to figure out how to do that magnet thing, but use the magnet stuff, but somehow use the old RC cars, the old slot cars. Figure out a way to use like the slot car setup with a magnet, and then do it for the thing, and have the kids. Yeah, use these controllers or something like that.
Both, yeah.
Kids could frickin' race cars, but imagine the track you'd need for that. That'd be pretty wild.
Even if it was just one car on a controller that people could play with, and the rest of the show was on a track, at least one car's crashing and banging along.
Well, one car is being controlled, the rest are all kind of autonomous. By like a brick, like one of the Mindstorm type, or the new control bricks. Where they're just being controlled, and maybe via sensors or whatever. If the sensors are small enough, you could just say, if the certain car passes you, you speed up or you slow down. You make it seem like a drag race or something.
True that. I hope Lego does more of them stock car and Indy cars with the speed champs. Those are my fave. Zizoo.
Zizoo.
We got Blaze in the house, Funny jumping in, right on, right on.
Oh, no.
Dude, long time no talk, my friends. It's been a while. I caught work. I played hooky this afternoon, so that's why I'm here.
There you go.
I had a cough.
You're contagious.
Yeah, I couldn't work. It was Lego release day. It was too much for me. I couldn't work.
That needs to be the new excuse. Boss, I can't come in today. It's Lego release day. I gotta be in
Say
line at the
release
Lego
today.
store.
That's all you have to say.
What?
That's real world issues. That's legit. They can't even argue that.
Release day.
You know,
Just say release day. Don't say Lego because then we'll know. But like, oh, it's
I
release
gotta go
day.
use that. I gotta use that bonus you just gave me to go buy some new Lego sets. They just came out today. You need the boss. He'll say, "Oh, you're going there? Okay, yeah. Can you pick me up one of these too?" Sure, boss.
Yeah, I just tell my boss I identify as transparent. I'm here or there. Like that's my pronoun. We're good.
I love it when the sets that get released are like NASA related, because on release day, all the NASA people are waiting in line at the Lego store, and you can spot all of them with their get the polo shirts and get the pin pockets and everything. They're all saying,
Wearing all their ball caps.
no. But I just remember for the Saturn V rocket that I went on like day of to get it. I was standing in line. I'm just looking. I'm like, NASA. I just point out all the NASA people.
Oh,
They
I
were
got
all-
this part too. This part.
They're all-
I thought this was just a normal wedge, and then I forgot this is the new cheese wedge with the slopes, with the
Oh, the double edge.
double edge. Oh, and I just lost it. It went flying over the floor. Yeah, I was thinking it's like, I ordered some gray cheese wedges, and I look at it. Oh no, that is something different.
Yeah, no.
Some more crenellation parts for a gray castle.
All of them were calling in late for work so they can get their Legos involved.
That's what I should have done today. I went to the store. The lineup was too long. I drove across town, went back to work for 2 hours. I felt so guilty. I called the Lego store and I went back to the Lego store. Closed work early. I was like, too bad for you. Apparently, they do have Black Millennium Falcon left over, so I went back. It's like a total waste of a day. Like they're back 3 times over.
They've been at Walmart for the past week.
Which ones?
All
Black
the
Millennium
new stuff.
Yeah, well,
my Walmart just had these today. These new cars, they just had them today. Because I was in the Walmart yesterday, and they didn't have them. They weren't out. So some of the Walmarts I go to, they waited and put them out today because I didn't see any of the stuff yesterday. So I was like,
our Walmart's need us. You might find a deal at Toys R Us, but if Toys R Us doesn't have a deal, like at 20-30% off or a buy one get one 50, you will never find a deal in Canada. Like Walmarts don't have deals. Maybe they do 10% once in a while, but it's so cutthroat that it's like if you don't see it when it happens, you miss out. There's not the sales that you guys definitely get in the States, which makes me a little jealous.
well, you just got to tell us if you're looking for something. We'll keep our eyes out for you.
I would read and I appreciate it, but then I got to do the whole translation. So even when you guys get sales, I add 30% back on for the exchange rate, and I ain't getting no deal.
Well, no,
I think
well,
Lego hates us up here in Canada.
well, but the thing is, though, if it's something that you want, but you don't need it right away, and you think you're coming to Chicago, you say, Reed, get me this if it's super cheap, and just sit on it and make sure you bring it to Chicago.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. I'll do that. But I wouldn't want to send you out
I
your
don't buy
way.
until I see it super cheap either. And like today, the only reason I bought these is because the F40 was like, oh, you know, I really like that car. And I think I want to say I thought I built one once before. Was there a bigger F40 one time? I mean, that or there's something, or I've got one somewhere. I mean, like I said, I've been back into Lego for so long, but I mean, I don't really, ever since I started doing Hope Castle, all my city stuff and anything I've kind of built for that just kind of sits, or if it gets built, it gets shoved somewhere in a box. It's not something I don't have a city. I probably need to build one, but I'm going to definitely need a little bit more temperature controlled workshop area than what I got now to be able to want to be out there. Like today, I mean, I looked at the weather and like 86. Oh my God, my storage gonna be.
You need to get like You need to get a portable AC unit to go with you, so you can set it up.
Well, I probably have to talk to the landlord because I think my rent's going up again. To say, is it property tax or is it electricity? Because I'll say if it's electricity, you have to realize now in the winter, because the only heater you provide is for the sprinkler pipes. That doesn't really help me stay warm. So I had to buy a couple space heaters that'll blow air onto where I'm working. And if it's summer, I've got 4 fans, 1 upstairs in the loft and 3 down below, just blowing air everywhere to keep me somewhat cool. It is cooler down below, but if it's 80, it'll be 82 somewhere in there, and then it'll be like 90 up in the upper loft area. But 80 degrees, I'm trying to blow the air around, so it's somewhat comfortable. And I'm probably down to my boxers if I'm out there in the summer. I'm probably not dressed like I am now because it gets freaking hotter than hell out there. So you won't be seeing live videos from Reed's workshop during the summer during the day, unfortunately, folks. I'm sorry. I just
Oh, come on, we've been looking forward to you in your underwear.
Unless I'm going to do an OnlyFans page for Hope Castle's gut. Let's see some Hope Castle. Bounces. From the gut.
I mean, to put it back on, Reed.
What? You'll just hear everybody screaming.
Put your clothes back on.
So as soon as I need to get to the super chat level, hey, if you want me to put the clothes back on to not be so scary, you need to
take them all off. Take them all off.
I don't know. Ladies you might be in the Seth territory. You might have to talk to Seth.
Brick Blaze says Reed brought him stuff to Chicago before.
There you go.
Well, speaking of which, Reed, that door prize you sent with T-Mog, I still got parts and pieces that this was epic, my friend. I don't even know how I got entered into this. I don't even know how I won this door prize, but this door prize hit all chords for me. It put the biggest smile on my face.
Well, see, what the wild thing was is it was probably part of the wheel. Like probably for Chicago, it was probably the 6th year show that Kevin was doing, and it was probably because it was in a box, right? It was in a box of stuff, and so. But because T-Mog volunteered to do it, T-Mog got sets too. I gave him about 3 or 4 bags
it first started off with the initial door prize that I won. And even with Kevin, I love you, Kevin. I'm pretty sure I might have beat you off once or twice. So how I got that door prize in the first place, that's just an anomaly to me. And it was the coolest door prize that all my condolences and thank yous. And I wish I could give you guys more support and more gratefulness, but man, that was epic.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because that's every stream. Everybody's like wants me to give away something. You know what? With the amount of stuff I've given away, I should be at 5,000 or 10,000 subscribers because I've probably given away more stuff than the people who are at those levels have given away in terms of Lego. And it's like I'm not there. So I give away. But I mean, everybody forgets. I mean, everything that I give away comes out of my pocket. I'm not making any money, and so I mean, when Kevin helps me give away $300 or $400 worth of shit, I mean, that's $300 or $400 worth of stuff I'm not selling on Facebook or anywhere else. It's just, it's going to the viewers, and yes, it makes me feel good, but it makes me feel better when I give the stuff to the Children's Hospital because the kids with cancer are gonna. They really would love to have that stuff. So this year I got to work because I don't think I've done one this year yet. I got to prep one. I can't remember if I did one last year. I thought I did, but I might. Well, no, last year was Nebraska Brick Day, so I did one in the summer or in the spring in Omaha. I need to do one this year in Madison because I haven't done anything yet. So, but that's why if people see cheap poly bags, $1, $2 polys, you're not going to buy them, but they're $1 or $2, and poly bags are $4 or $5. Grab me a bunch. I'll buy them because I'll throw them in with my 1,500 or so poly bags, and they'll get they'll get given away at some point, somewhere. I mean, some I sit on because some have value. My ARF Trooper, my white Boba Fett, a couple of my chrome Stormtroopers, which I still have a few of floating around. That stuff kind of sits there, and that stuff I might try to sell at time, or I might give it away. You never know.
Oh, I should keep them. That's hardcore collection stuff. That's cool.
Well, the hardcore collection stuff is owning one of every Winter Village set. That's the hardcore one.
One of every village set. What you bought two just to sell them on?
Well, no, I bought two of almost every one. One I keep sealed, which is basically my retirement thing, where someone will say, "Well, I just want the original toy shop." Good news, it's $7,000. They'll be like, "No, I just want the original." Yeah, it's $7,000, but you get the rest of the sets for free. And they'll be like, "Well, that doesn't do me any good." I'm like, "Well, it doesn't do me any good to sell one because it's a package deal." So I've got all of the ones sealed, all of them, and then I didn't buy the second toy shop. I was like, really? You guys weren't creative enough to do a whole new one. You had to bring back an old one. Who knows? Maybe that was after they fired a bunch of people at Lego or something 1 year or something, or during a hiring freeze and nobody was really thinking about building anything winter, and so they just re-released it. So that one I didn't buy a second one for myself, but I have a second one for the collection. So one of everything sealed, and then some of the GWPs I've been trying to collect the older GWPs from those years during the winter ones, during the seasonal, to add to that collection part. But I have some built. I think I've got the town square ones over there built. The fire station is upstairs built. I mean, so I've got some built, but they're just kind of sitting wherever. And then I've got a couple that I built early on, like the original toy shop, the bakery, maybe the post office, but they got disassembled at some point and they're just in bins or in Ziploc bags. So
very cool.
It's, I have, like I said, everybody, who says, "Oh, wow, you got a lot of shit read." I worked for Lego for 7 years, and anybody who wants to work for Lego Brand Retail, remember, guys, you get 50% off is one of the perks. Yeah, Lego probably sure hates us when we say that, but you get 50% off. I think it's capped at $2,000 or $2,500 a year, but that'd be like $4,000, $5,000 worth of Lego you're getting.
Yeah, if you buy modulars and Speed Champ and all the big sets.
To me, I cap mine every year. Who knows? Maybe that's what led Lego to think that maybe I was doing something funky because I capped it every year. But only reason I sell is so I can buy more. Otherwise I'd be sitting on all this stuff for the rest of my life. But
do part-timers get that perk? Do you can go work part-time at Lego here?
Everybody gets it. I think everybody gets it.
Part-time, bro.
Only get so much, but
you might not have a higher kind of cap.
As a part-timer, I will take all that I can get. I will abuse this system as a part-timer.
Everyone's part-time except for the managers and the assistant managers, but everyone else is
in the government
part-time because you don't get any other benefits other than here's a discount on Lego sets.
Dude, Lego don't want me working in their store part-time. I'd be backing shit up the back door. I shouldn't say that out loud, but I will. I am going to when I start working there. Lego.
Yeah, if you just go listen to the Forever Sorting episodes from Hinkle, he's got plenty of stories where he replaced managers who did exactly that. And
my problem is I just don't care, so I'll back my truck up and I'll fire myself. You know what I mean? As I pull away.
No, actually,
right,
this
let me respond to the
you
chat.
wouldn't do that.
They are
You're fired. Sure.
Poor chat. All right, Bunny. Yes, I want the plum and the other flower.
Want the
Cliffy,
what?
I hope you feel better.
Yes, Cliff. Actually, the epic adventure that you are on, Cliff, my heart goes out to you and all the best to you. I don't think you want to have a beer for me, but if you could, I get where you're coming from, and I'd greatly appreciate it. But I will have one for you.
Yeah.
Actually, it's going to be American vintage. It's going to be an American vintage.
That's what made it. That's not why I worked there. I ended up working there because I liked working there. Because when I first started working for Lego, and Haley might have had the same thing. I don't remember how long. I started in 2009, and it was 30% off. And you only got 50% off once a quarter. So 4 times a year you got 50% off. And you couldn't hold stuff. So you had to hope that what you wanted was in the store when that day came around. And then I think later on, somehow somebody realized, you know, hey, maybe we should make this fair and give the 50% off to the retail people, which we give to everybody else. Because I think maybe, I don't remember if the guys, because the merchandisers, I can't remember. Did you guys, Haley, did you guys get the 30 or did you get the 50? I can't remember. I think, because I knew I had a merchandiser in there all the time buying stuff. I think maybe he got 30. I can't remember if he did get 50. I think he may have just got 30. I don't remember.
I feel like if I quit my job, worked for Lego, got 30% off my Lego, and even though I'm working for less money on a daily value, I'd probably come out on top each month. I'd probably be making more money each month because of my Lego discount. Even though I'm making less at Lego because of my Lego discount.
Well, I definitely spend way less money than I did before when I worked for Lego.
You take your whole paycheck, it would literally go back to Lego, and you're literally working for. Yeah.
To me, I mean, I actually probably, because I'm single. I was single the whole time I worked for Lego. I did spend a lot of money on Lego, and so, you know, probably lots of ramen noodle, lots of hot dogs, whatever I ate, you know, cheap stuff. But to me, it was it was worth it. But like you said, I mean, not everybody can do that, and I mean, that's, you know, I mean, that's why I bought a lot more then. I don't buy as much now because you're right. I mean, I can't buy the big sets. I didn't buy a lot of big sets. I mean, probably some big city sets, but I never really bought. I think Palace Cinema, maybe it was Palace Cinema. I did buy a couple modulars, but I didn't.
Not like the Ghostbusters or nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, I bought the Death Star when, you know, because I was like, you know, I mean, I didn't get an inside track. Someone said, hey, the 10188's being retired this year. If you want one, get it. So I bought one. It's still in the shipping box and everything. Still sealed shipping box. So I have one of 10188, still sealed, still the original big minifig Death Star. And so I have one. But that's like the biggest set I have. I don't have, the one right behind your head there. Is that the old one, 10188, or the 10? There was another one.
I can tell you. Whoa. I do got a legit question.
Yeah.
Now, as a Lego store employee, let's say you slipped on their glistening clear showroom floor and twisted your ankle. How much would your employee discount rate go up, so to say?
It wouldn't because I had a guy, we had a guy that actually collapsed in the bathroom in the back. Not only did he collapse. And when he collapsed, he had supplies in the bathroom. He took and actually hit the shelf. And as he went down to the floor, he put stuff in front of the door. We couldn't get I'm trying to get the door open. This guy's collapsed. He's in the bathroom, and we can't get in to help him. I'm like, dude, he's in the bathroom, and I think because I might have been working at the desk, and I thought I heard something. I was like, something just happened in the bathroom? Dude, you okay? I couldn't get in. He collapsed. But this is the same person that slipped. This is the proper slipped on a 3-foot tall stack of cardboard. Now, and that's what he said. I slipped. I mean, if you slip on, I mean, I could see you could trip, but if you slip, I mean, I want to know what you were doing standing on a 3-foot tall stack of cardboard. I was like, because that was when all the stores had to start. And that might have been at all the stores after that incident. We had to start boxing all our boxes. We used to stack them and then put them on a cart and take them out. After that incident, every single box we broke down, we had to stuff into other boxes because you couldn't lay them because obviously somebody slipped on a 3-foot tall thing of cardboard. Like,
after that incident, that's why we all started throwing out our boxes in our basement, man. It was a hazard. A fire hazard, a slip hazard, a collector's hazard.
I have it. I have a bunch of them. I have a bunch.
Oh. All right. We've been streaming over an hour. I'm going to call it quits. I'm hungry.
Oh, crap.
Haley's hungry. Did anybody order Haley pizza tonight? Did we all forget to order
Ben's Bricks Design is streaming tonight.
Let's go there, man. I can't believe this.
I think we need to go raid his chat.
Oh, good Lord.
Okay.
Public see me?
Maybe.
I don't know where it's summertime, so he's probably having fun at the fishing hole and eating ice cream and stuff like that.
They got some nasty weather and there's a bunch of trees down, so he's
is there?
playing with the chainsaw.
What when we get nasty weather here, he's like, I was thinking, remember that one time Kentucky and Indiana must be drifting farther apart, and he's like, we haven't had any rain in weeks. I'm like, wow, we were almost floating away up here in Wisconsin. So maybe it's
Kentucky and Indiana. That's where they're eating ice cream sandwiches and chainsaws.
Haley, I have terrible news though. Hoosier has the key fob for the live stream. So we can't shut it down.
Yeah, we're getting shut down now.
Ayo, mayo.
All right.
Nice,
Bye,
nice. That's
everyone.
best. That's
Go
the
watch
best thing.
Ben.
We need the next stream needs